It's 5 years ago since Man City won their first Premier League, with Martin Tyler almost breaking his voice box. But whatever happened to that QPR team who came within seconds of gate crashing the party? Where are they now? Paddy Kenny. After getting dumped by QPR in the summer of 2012 in favour of Rob Green, Paddy Kenny took on the role of bitter ex, allegedly sending text messages to chairman Tony Fernandes, mocking the club's opening day 5-0 loss to Swansea, and in particular their new signing's wretched performance. Kenny has since spent time at Leeds, where he was dropped as the owner Massimo Cellino was wary of his birthday, Bolton Wanderers, Oldham, Ipswich, Bury, Rotherham and Northampton Town. Nedum Onuoha. The only player in the starting 11 not to have left QPR since losing at Man City, Nedum Onuoha had just signed from the Etihad 6 months earlier. After struggling for form at the beginning of his hoops career, the former England under-21 international steadily improved and was appointed club captain at the start of the 15-16 season. A rare success story. Now, back to the disasters. Anton Ferdinand. The good news for Anton Ferdinand is that he's not going to finish his career remembered as Rio's crap brother. The bad news is that his legacy is entirely wrapped up in the race row with Shaun Dairy. Ferdinand left England in 2013, spending time in Turkey with Bursaspor and Antalyaspor, before a move to Police United, yes, seriously, of the Thai Premier League fell through in 2014. He decided to sign for Reading instead and is currently at Phil Brown's Southend United at the age of 32. Clint Hill. Despite a lot of his teammates underperforming, Captain Clint Hill was awarded both the fans and players Player of the Season for his exceptional performances during the campaign. He remained at the club until June 2016 when he signed for Rangers up in Scotland following his release. At 37 years old, 274 days, he became the club's oldest debutant. He only spent one season there, although managed to score an equaliser against Celtic and proved inspirational enough for one fan to legally change his name to Clint Hill. And it only cost him £40. What a bargain. Tae Taiwo signed on a loan deal until the end of the season, midway through the campaign, and failed to live up to his reputation as one of Europe's brightest left-backs. He has since bounced between obscure clubs from Bursaspor to Helsinki, currently playing for Swiss side Lausanne at the age of 32. Sean Phillips. A marquee £60,000 a week signing, the former Chelsea winger was a huge disappointment and a massive drain on finances. It even got to the point where Harry Redknapp almost had to publicly beg him to leave. He was released at the end of his contract in 2015, currently at Phoenix Rising at the age of 35, alongside former teammate Didier Drogba, after being outshone by brother Bradley at New York Red Bulls. So you can't even say he's the best Phillips anymore. Joey Barton. I can't tell you where Joey Barton is, but I can tell you where he's not, and that's on a football pitch. After being caught placing over 1,000 bets over the last 10 years, including several on his own team to lose, he was banned by the FA from all football-related activity for 18 months. He had been making a second fist of it at Burnley, after crawling back to them following a similarly disastrous spell at Rangers. Oh, and he also tried his hand at a French accent. It wasn't good. Shaun Dairy. Like Hill, Dairy was a tireless workaholic for QPR and earned himself a contract extension in January 2013. However, he was appointed manager at Notts County in November of the same year and kept them up. He was sacked in March 2015, with the club having won 3 of their previous 24 league games. He's currently manager of Cambridge United in League 2. Jamie Mackie. One of the goal scorers at the Etihad that day, Jamie Mackie ended up leaving QPR a year later, signing for Nottingham Forest. However, a couple of years later, he returned to the club, who had gotten rid of him for only £1 million. Djibril Cissé. Judging by the regularity of Djibril Cissé's haircuts, he probably frequents the same line of barbers as a certain Man United midfielder. It's probably no great surprise that he's had the most erratic post-QPR playing days. In January 2013, he joined Qatari club Al Jarafa on loan before signing a 1-year deal with Kuban Krasnodar in the summer. 6 months later, he was back in France with Bastia, and 18 months later, he was in the Réunion Premier League. In October 2015, he hung up his boots and whipped out the Cascada, or whatever it is the young kids are listening to these days. At the age of 35, he's trying to make it as a DJ. Bobby Zamora. The most notable thing Bobby Zamora has done since May 2012 is break Steve McLaren's heart. His last-minute playoff final winner against Derby County meant the veteran striker was worth every penny for the hoops. Just try not to remind the fans what actually happened the following season. Zamora finished up his career at Brighton and Hove Albion before retiring in December 2016. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe.